What the business, YouTube? Episode 52. My name's Jay Florida, and today's career of discussion is a public speaker. So, what is a public speaker? A public speaker is an individual who delivers a live presentation or speech to an audience. Their goal is to effectively inform, persuade, motivate, or entertain listeners. Now, to give you a piece of history, public speaking itself is, of course, as old as the human language. However, the formal study and widespread practice of it as an organized art, originally called rhetoric, began over 2,500 years ago in ancient Greece. A few basic requirements to becoming a public speaker include defining your niche and audience, creating a structured, repeatable presentation, recording highlights of your public speaking, promotion through mediums such as websites, and connecting with event planners and organizers. Now, becoming an established paid professional can take you anywhere from a month to 2 years and cost you anywhere from $500 to $10,000 or more when considering professional emails, websites, business cards, and optional speech training. As far as your range as an entry-level public speaker, you can expect to make $60,000 to $100,000, with a few things affecting how much you take home being your subject matter, such as tech or finance, your audience, such as corporate clients, schools, or local civic groups, your reputation, course and book sales, and coaching services. A day in life as a public speaker can be described as constant travel, irregular schedules, content creation in our modern day, negotiating contracts, high pressures, and high energy usage. As far as opportunity, anyone can become a public speaker if they decide to do so. All you have to do is face the public and speak in an engaging manner. For that reason, the public speaker scores green for opportunity. A few examples to take note of in this field include Tony Robbins, a motivational speaker, life coach, and entrepreneur known for his seminars that aim to inspire personal and professional transformation. Next, we have Oprah Winfrey, who's famed for her television and keynote speeches, connecting deeply with audiences through vulnerable personal anecdotes and incredible vocal variety. And last but not least, we have Winston Churchill, who mastered the art of delivering morale-boosting, high resilient, and determined wartime speeches using powerful, dramatic pauses and vocal weight. And if you guys want to see more of this content and better, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Moving on to our fact moment segment of this episode, starting off with fact number 1. Brako is a Croatian faith healer who is famous for, instead of public speaking, stares silently at crowds of people for minutes at a time, claiming his gaze transfers healing, positive energy, and peace. Fact number 2. Tim Urban has the most viewed TED Talk seminar, currently at 61 million views. And fact number 3. Tony Robbins and LaMelo Ball are the same height at 6'7". Moving on to our last segment before we hit the circle of influence, we have health risks and mitigation, starting off with vocal strain as a result of constant speaking and voice projection. Performance anxiety resulting in elevated heart rate, hyperventilation, adrenaline dumping, dry mouth, and cognitive blocks. And physical fatigue as a result of constant travel and performances. As far as mitigation, you should practice warming up on stage and hydrating to ease vocal strain. Utilize breathing exercises to stabilize blood pressure and steady your voice. Incorporate light movement to prevent stiffness and improve stage presence. And regular health screenings to monitor long-term health conditions. Now that does it for our primary segment. I'm going to go ahead and give the floor to my co-host for the Circle of Influence. What the business, YouTube? Starting off the Circle of Influence, we have respect. Is this a career or position that brings me respect and dignity? Now, as a public speaker, you are connecting with audiences providing them with different perspectives and helping them excel in their respective fields. For that reason, the public speaker scores green. Moving on, we have growth. Is this a career or position that presents me with the opportunity to grow from a $100,000 earning threshold? For this segment, the public speaker scores green, with sources online citing that the public speaker has the potential to make as much as $500,000 in a single year. Next, we have gore. Is this a career or position that will have me dealing with an abundance of blood, violent action, grotesque imagery, or scenery? And for this segment, the public speaker scores green, as in no, you will not be dealing with any of the mentioned before. And for our last ideological standpoint, we have moral conflict. Is this a career or position that will have me compromise any of my foreseeable morals? Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, don't kill. The basic set of guidelines. And for this segment, the public speaker also scores green. Moving on to the statistical side of things, we have gender demographics, where men make up 45% of the industry and women make up 55% of the industry. Though some sources claim that it is a 65-45 split, vice versa. Moving on, we have ethnic demographics, where Caucasians account for 67% of the industry, Hispanics account for 12% of the industry, and African Americans account for 10% of the entire industry. And for our last standpoint, we have top paying states, location demographics. No particular order, starting off with the District of Columbia, followed by Washington and Georgia, and closing things out with New York and California. Now that does it for the circle of influence. I'm gonna go ahead and give the floor back to Florida. I'm back. Just to summarize, the public speaker, it scores green everywhere that it needs to. It's highly respectable. It provides you with a significant amount of room to move around from a $100,000 earning threshold with an earning potential of up to $500,000 or more. No risk of getting your hands dirty and no risk of carrying any long-term morality burdens. And while it may seem simple, it is a career that requires a certain level of confidence and structured presentation. With that being said, it does look like we have a full episode today. The word of the day is trench. Self-help resources on the board. As always, I'll leave it down in the description. And again, to show your support, if you want to see more of this content and better, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on episode 53.